Okay, Mall World Dreams Part 3. I really appreciate everybody talking to me about their dreams, and I feel like I'm learning a lot and remembering things by hearing other people's experiences and talking about it. So I really appreciate it. It kind of gives me a deja vu feeling talking about it. So um, this dream was one of my first dreams I had. I was probably like 10 or 12. That was really impactful. And I wasn't thinking it was part of Mall World, but now I'm like, maybe all my dreams are part of Mall World. So just throw it out there and see if anybody identifies or resonates with this, if it gives you deja vu too. Um, so this dream, I was running down a grassy hill there was like a glass house on top. It was mostly made of glass, and it started to rain or like have sprinklers go off. So I was getting like soaked, and I was in a nightgown, so it was like soaking through. And I get to the bottom of the hill, and there's a field of daffodils and a weeping willow and a giant lake. And when I get to the bottom, I start getting this feeling of despair, just like hopelessness. And I jump into the water, and there starts to be a giant whirlpool that kind of pulls me down, and I'm feeling despair. And all of a sudden, a giant book comes out of the water, and I grab onto it, and instead of getting sucked down into the water, I'm floating on the book, and I start feeling hope. And then I wake up. So it always felt very impactful. Like there was a lot of symbolism to that dream. Um, but then, same year that I had this dream, I'm in a museum looking at an exhibit, and I start getting this really intense deja vu. And I've never seen this artist before. She's not local, it was a traveling exhibit, but I'm just getting this feeling like I've seen this before. And I turn a corner in her exhibit, and I see my dream. She had pretty much painted my exact dream, and it totally blew my mind as a kid. I begged my parents to get me the little book that goes along. You can get it in like the gift shop, because I just felt like it was so impactful. It's just something that stayed with me my whole life. So I made like an AI image of what I saw in my dream, and then I'll show you her book, to just see if anybody else, like, is this part of Mall World? I haven't really heard anyone talking about a field of daffodils or a weeping willow or a big lake, so I'm not sure if it's part of Mall World, but if it's familiar to you, if you've been here, or I was even thinking this might be a real place, because she was born. I did some research on the artist is named Sharon Ellis, and she was born in Illinois, but she did some of her art in California. So I kind of just feel like when I'm traveling, I'm just going to find this place in real life, or I don't know. It's always stuck with me and felt very important that I remember it. So let me know if it seems familiar to you, if it's giving you deja vu, if you've been here in real life, or if you've been here in your dreams and it's part of Mall World potentially. So let me know. I'd love to hear it. I think it's so interesting. So I love talking about it. But I'll show you the AI images that I got in my dreams, and then I'll show you her art. Okay, so here's her book. Her name is Sharon Ellis, and this is the painting. And I looked it up. It's called I Wandered Lonely as a Cloud, and that's based on a poem by William Wordsworth. And it's a beautiful poem. I don't think I've heard of him before, but this is just so close to my dream, even down to the clouds being big billowy clouds with the sunburst coming down. It's just so familiar to me. So her art just gives me crazy deja vu. So let me know if any of this is like familiar to you or giving you deja vu, because it kind of reminds me also of those magic eye books we used to get when we were kids. So maybe that's part of what I'm feeling, is like there's like symmetry, and I don't know. It just gives me incredible deja vu. So if any of these are familiar to you, let me know. I'd love to talk about it. Yeah, I just think it's so interesting. They're very beautiful. But more than that, they give me this just really intense feeling of deja vu. Like I've been here before, or specifically the one I dreamt. The rest of them I haven't felt like I dreamt about, but this one I definitely, it's so bizarre to me how similar it is to my dream. So yeah, let me know if any of this is familiar to you, or what you think. Are you getting deja vu from any of this? Let me know. Okay, thanks. Love you. Bye.